Well, hello everybody. Today we are on the Aprilia 457, but I wanted to take you guys along for this ride because this is probably the last week that I'll be owning this bike actually. I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys a little bit. You know, I'm starting this YouTube channel and I just want to tell you guys a little bit about myself and what's coming to the channel here in the near future. This bike is actually for sale. Hopefully the buyer doesn't flake out this weekend. I will miss this bike. It's not my first bike or anything. I've had bikes in the past. I've had 250s, I've had 600s, and I've had 1000s. The whole reason why I actually ended up getting another 400 is mostly money reasons. You know, this isn't the cheapest 400 on the market, but it was cheap in my budget, and I thought I could still have fun on this bike, which I did. I have plenty of fun on this bike every time I ride it. I bought this bike a while back when I was going through some harder parts in my life, and I was without a bike at the time, and a good friend of mine, I was actually selling this bike. She bought it brand new, and I bought it from her and just, you know, pretty much used it to commute to work. Oh, bikes. But I recently started to take her out on joy rides and have a little bit more fun, so seeing her go kind of does sting a little bit. But, you know, I've had other bikes in the past, and I just don't think a 400 is, you know, what I want. My husband has a 1000, and he'll be up and riding again soon in the future. And I'm just ready for, you know, bigger things again as my life continues to get better and things are going back to normal. So we're just going to enjoy this ride on this bike today. And maybe one more day during the week, I'm not too sure yet. I also just want to talk about me, who you're seeing, who you're talking to. Obviously, I'd like to hear about my audience as well. You know, leave any comments, leave what you ride, how many years you've been riding, if you're interested in the grom content, or if you like more moto vlogging like this one. Just let me know down in the comments and we can have a little chat. But obviously, you can see in my YouTube name, my name's Sunny. My actual name, yes. I've been riding for 3 years. 3 years in the summer. So I'm not claiming to be any experienced great rider. I'm only a little bit seasoned. I have plans in the future to do track days. This bike was supposed to be my track bike. Oh my god, there's so many bikes. Oh great, we're stuck behind a cop. It's okay, I'm just casually yapping to you guys anyway. This bike was supposed to be my track bike, but with money being tight already, I just didn't have time to go to the track. But I can hopefully take the grom to the track. Actually, we have a miniature track closer to us, maybe about an hour away, and they do little bikes like the grom, so I'm kind of excited to bring you guys along for that future endeavor. Just act natural. With that, I still haven't done a track day. Unfortunately, this bike won't be seeing the track, not in my hands. But even if I get another sports bike, I still have opportunities to do a big bike track. But I recently got the Grom, not only for wheelies, but to be able to do the mini track days. Unfortunately, I'll probably be out of a bigger bike for I don't know how long after this bike goes. But we're still going to have the Grom, and we're still going to be in the lots practicing. So I've been riding for 3 years. I've had multiple different bikes in the past. And I've actually been shooting content for the last 2 years on my other socials like TikTok and Instagram. I'll actually link those down in the description below if you want to check those out. I'm actually really excited to be doing the longer form content. I just don't think the short term content's really more my style. I mean, sure, I can pose in front of a bike and people can get pictures of me, but it's like I have too much to yab about to be compressed within like a 60-second video. Man, I want to get around this guy. Oh, I got the nod. How nice. I have plans to get a bigger bike in the future. I just need to save up some money. I don't like to have loans on toys, really. I mean, shoot, I drive a minivan and that thing's like $300 and it's all paid off. This bike is paid off. I just don't like owning money or being in debt, really. I really want to get in on the wheelie practice with the Grom and eventually be able to bring it on to bigger bikes. You know, I would really like to be one of those cool stunt girls on the 636s, just whipping those bitches around. But you know, we all start somewhere, just little baby steps. I definitely plan on having some like couple content. I want to do more riding with friends and just more community stuff. I feel like there's just so much like fast boy content, but I generally want to take you guys along like on my life and on my journey here with motorcycles, whether that's just our local bike meet or you know, meeting up with our friends and taking you guys along with us for lunch. And I would really like if you guys followed along. If you like this kind of riding along with me video, leave a like. You know, like I said, leave a comment. I love talking to you guys. This is all very still fresh and new for me getting into YouTube, but I really am passionate about it, and I really want to see this channel grow and maybe make it a business one day. You know, I have plans for schooling in the future, but I'm not as passionate about it. Obviously, it's, you know, you need a plan to fall back on. This is what I'm passionate about, motorcycles and my community. If I could even just get the slightest bit of recognition, I don't know. I'd really love to continue doing this for you guys. Oh man, it's getting hot too. I just want to get around this cop. Neutral. This bike is so much easier to find neutral on than my Grom. I think the crazy part is I almost never run into cops on my way to work. Was he just waving to the cop? Yeah, I've never run into cops on my way to work, and now that I want to record a video for you, we get stuck right behind them. Oh, they got watch for bikies. Oh God. I have plenty of pet peeves when I'm on the bike, and one of them is fucking people that smoke cigarettes right by me. Like, I don't want you putting your ash in my face. You say watch out for bikers and then you just ash your cigarette in my face. Man, I wish I can get to the front of this line. I wonder if he's just saying where I gotta go. I know I'm on a 400 and I'm legal. My plate is slightly tucked under my bike. So if a cop really wanted to mess with me, they could tell me that that's improper placement. I typically don't have too much issues with cops, considering, especially on this bike, considering it's stock. Like, I'm hoping my audio comes out good, but I also know the quiet little exhaust probably is helping quite a bit. Thank God he's gone. Now we can get back to our normal scheduled program. To me, it's always so sad to see these like mass manufactured homes. I just think that they're so cheaply built and they're overpriced, and they're just taking up so much of the land out here. Like, this all just used to be trees, but now it's all urbanized and cheaply built homes. Kind of a shame. Wow, traffic is really bad right now. So I mentioned before how we actually moved cities. We went up north a little bit. And I am very torn. Obviously, for riding the motorcycles, the traffic is so much better. The scenic rides are way better. I just have a lot of good memories in the city, and obviously I'm commuting to the city right now to go to work. But I like it further away from people. I think it's a little bit safer for the bikes. Being out of the city is kind of nice, and I can go when I like to go, when I'm feeling up to being in big crowds. Oh, look at that Porsche. I definitely should have cleaned my visor. Oh, here we go. It's okay. You guys can't see it unless I show you it. Oh man, I hate red lights. What time is it? I'm on time. I'm not running late or anything. Even if I was, I could fix that real quick. I'm just getting stopped at all these red lights. Is zooming with me. I always think it's so funny when the cars try to go faster than the bike. Like, that poor little truck is probably eating up so much gas. I'm gonna chill out because they had something like flying in the back of his truck bed. And then my luck is gonna fly back and hit my head. I really hope there's good audio for you guys. This is my first ever moto vlog, in this style anyway, where I'm talking to you guys. You know what, if you're here right now watching this video and you subscribe, like, you just go down, leave that you're a day oneer, because I am very passionate about this, and I'll try to remember my day oneers. I literally will love you guys forever. See, that's one thing about riding on the streets. You always have to expect these cars to pull out on you. Even if they see you and they're not, you just gotta be like, okay, this car's getting ready to pull out on me. Plenty of close calls, and I just assume that everybody is going to want to hit me. They're like, oh no, it's a motorcycle. Or we'll just run right into them. Oh man, it really is a beautiful day. It's such a shame I have to go to work and slave for 8 hours. I I'd rather just keep riding this bike all day. I know my thoughts on the Aprilia 457 because it is a very new bike, and people have their expectations that it's going to be unreliable, or it's just a 400, how fun could it be? But as somebody who's had, you know, S1000s and have ridden on R1s and CBR 1000s, like, this bike is just very light. And if you have twisties by you, as we're in Florida, so it's mostly flat highways, but this bike would probably kill it on the track and in your twisties. And if speed isn't really such a thing for you, I mean, this bike can still get up to 120, and you can still have a lot of fun. I have no issues with this bike whatsoever. Put it over 3,000 miles on it. The oil changes, sure, are a little difficult, but it's just something you learn and then you get muscle memory for in the future. If you have the money and you are an Aprilia fan, or you're thinking about becoming an Aprilia fan, I think this bike's a great, like, starter Aprilia bike. I mean, owning this one really makes me want to get, like, the 660 or the V4. I'm sure, even on this bike, I'm sure if it had an exhaust, it would sound pretty good for a 400. And that's considering most 400s sound like little fart cans. It's kind of a shame I won't be able to hear it, but it's okay because I like fast bikes. I'm sorry. I like motorcycles not only for the ride, but I do enjoy the quick pickups and top speed. So this bike is great for what I'm doing now, though, just commuting. Like, traffic, in this traffic, my hands would be killing me on a 1000 clutch. For right now, I'm just chilling. I've been pretty chill this whole ride, but when people start, like, driving a little erratic, it makes me nervous. Well, if you watch this far, thank you, for one. But if you want to see more riding content, or you want to see the grom wheelie progression, please consider subscribing and watching another video. It really does help because I'm very baby channel at the moment, and I really enjoy that you guys are enjoying my videos. But we're probably going to cut it off here because we're almost there. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.